Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Jamma Out Loud podcast. We're relaunching our very famous podcast series in conjunction with the rollout of the brand new Jamma website, which is live over at jammamusic.com. And for this very first special episode, we're joined by the wonderful Jamma registered band, Tom and Camilla from Third Lung. Evening, guys.
Can I give myself a round of applause?
Yeah, please do.
Do whatever you want. What a loser.
Great to see you guys.
She's the cool one. I'm the goofy one.
So, yeah, it's great to see you guys. How are you getting on?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, how's yourself?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, it's lovely to see you Friday night. Obviously, we've been going to a few gigs and stuff together recently. We saw the Nicky Booty the other night from BBC Introducing. That was great, wasn't it?
That was a great night. Like, what was it? Tom Webber and Nicky Booty.
That's
were both sensational. Do you know, it's funny.
Yeah, really good.
The sound in that place was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It's a great little venue. What was the venue again? It's the Reading Arts Centre, isn't it?
Yeah, Rising Sun Arts Centre, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe we'll put on some shows there at some of our own at some point.
Yeah, mate.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
Yeah, definitely.
So are you in the studio? Have you got, obviously, being a successful live, you must be in your home studio right now.
Well,
yeah. That's mine. That's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine.
No, that's mine.
That's mine.
That's not yours. That's mine.
So they're all yours, Camilla, basically.
No, I'm joking. That is Tom's. I mean, this heap of crap. No, I'm joking. To be honest, a really good acoustic guitar. It's better than mine.
Yeah. To be honest with you, we haven't been in this. We've just moved fairly recently, like within the last 4 to 5 months. So it's taken a little while to kind of get a new room decked out, and dialed in for just writing and a little bit of recording, but only as far as demoing up new material goes. But we've been recording in a studio called RYP in Rayners Lane in London, the home of our producer Michael Smith. Give him a little shout out.
Great.
And we've just been all of December and January pretty much with pre-production. December and then
it's pretty exciting times really for you guys at the moment. A lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah, we've nearly finished our debut album, which is pretty cool.
Excellent.
So yes.
But I think we'll come on to that. But I wanted to talk about firstly, obviously, it's great to be working with you on the Jamma front, and I think to work with such an incredible band who have already achieved a lot and obviously have a massive year coming up is just really thankful to have you on board. And obviously, we were chatting earlier about last year, towards the end of last year, where we've done some sort of special projects together, and you guys are on the Jamma show, which is doing really well. And obviously you released your EP. Was it back in November?
Yep.
It was.
The 29th of November, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it was. I think it was. The launch gig was that night, so I think it was.
I think it was. Yeah. Very good.
That was a great gig. That was a great gig over at Facefile, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, that was a cracking.
But you kind of, as I always wind you up, you've kind of launched your EP, now dropped it for the new album, and it's a shame because it's such an incredible EP. You got to hustle. You got to push forward. If anyone wanted to listen to that, I guess that's still available for them to listen to. They can check that out. Bearing in mind, obviously, that you've got your sort of debut album, Third Lung, coming out this year.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, the album is due for release toward the end of the year, and we're dropping singles throughout the year. But whenever we play live, we're going to be pushing the EP the whole time.
Great.
It's just joy to play.
Excellent. And then I just wanted to, before we talk a bit more about the album, obviously you also during the pandemic last summer pulled off and sold out your own festival. Which
it's great. It's quality.
Quite impressive. Tell us about that. I mean, how did that all come about, and why and how?
We partnered up with Loddon Brewery, and when I say we, I mean the band Third Lung. Me and Tom spent a lot of time up at Loddon Brewery, and we've known the guys there for a little while, and it kind of came out of that, didn't it?
I remember. I think it was just before the second lockdown hit. we were discussing with the guys at the brewery if we could record a music video there to one of our singles called Falling Stone. And they kindly let us sort of occupy the brew house, which is just this gorgeous like Victorian barn where they brew all their like world famous beer, man. So it was pretty intense. It's pretty good. So, but out of that came the conversation of, after we did the music video there, we were like, you know what, this place would be amazing for a festival. And we all kind of have a debate on who came up with the idea first. I'm pretty sure it was me, though. Pretty sure.
Yeah, of course it was.
I'm going to leave this to Tom and the guys. I'm not.
No, do you know? No, in all seriousness, it's so sweet because everyone's got this beautiful little memory of how the lot of us were just sort of, you know, around one of those like sort of park benches, sinking back a few, and then we were all like, right, let's put on a festival. And the first year it sold out in double quick time because we only had like 8 weeks to get it going. Really,
I think it was because we didn't know. No one knew what was going to be open, what was be allowed, all that kind of stuff. So
well, it's a massive achievement to pull that off. You know, in such an uncertain time. You know, I mean, how many bands played?
We had 9 bands on the main stage, which we called the Tap Yard stage because it was in the Tap Yard, and then 6 acts, mainly sort of solo, acoustic, semi-acoustic acts in the brew house where we filmed the video. So we set up a beautiful stage there. Had Dean Nelson from Generation Studios, who I know you know well, doing the sound for us there. Yeah, good old Dean. And Dino. We had Martin heading up the main stage, and it was amazing because it was the first event we'd ever put on, and it was certainly the first music event that the guys at the Loddon Brewery had ever put on. So it was, but we had all that sort of experience and stuff like that from sort of been knocking around for a while. Do you know what I mean?
It's incredible. Really, I think you're planning on doing it again this summer, right?
Yeah, it just works out to be such a good marriage. So we've got the LODDFEST 22 is the 17th of September this year. A Saturday again, 11 till 11 day. Again, 9 bands on the main stage, 6 acts in the brew house. And I believe we're going to give one fortunate Jamma member the opportunity to play. Am I right?
Wonderful. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, great.
I believe so.
Yeah, but I mean, we opened up some applications for that at some point, but that leads me on nicely, actually, to a few other bits that we've got coming up. So I know that you're going to be using the Jamma residency at the Purple Turtle in Reading is to run some sort of festival takeover shows. Which is going to be, I think the first one's in May, is it? The first sort of festival takeover.
13th of May.
Yeah.
13th of May,
so that should be a really exciting way to start building the hype for the festival and, you know, I guess present some of the artists that you're going to be using, I assume.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Which is,
that's what we're really, excuse me, that's what we're really excited about. Is just all these partnerships that we're making, you know, and in no small part the partnership that we've made with Jamma and obviously yourself. I know we've been mates for a long, long time, but how everything's just aligned this last year, you know, with Jamma exploding for you, and then you know, and us partnering up like this for the festival and our other dates and the album. It's just all the stars are aligned.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice feeling.
No, it's a nice feeling. Man. It's really exciting. Really exciting.
Yeah. So that's something really exciting coming up this summer then. But then not only that, on top of all that, on top of arranging another sold out festival and everything that goes with it, you're also gearing up to release I think 3 singles throughout the year from your new album Gameplay.
That's it.
And with the album being released towards the end of the year. So I think the first single release is on the 4th of March, isn't it, at the Purple Turtle, which should be great. And then we'll share all the ticket links and everything for that. But tell us a bit about the album and the inspiration behind it and what people can expect.
Well, we just sort of stumbled into it, to be honest with you. The idea for this year was quite simple. We had such a good year with Dialogues of the Fatal Few, the EP last year, and releasing a single every 3 months. we just sort of thought, right, let's go for, more of the same, release a single every 3 months, make a slightly bigger album. And then we suddenly realized we had 7 tracks, and then we had 8 tracks. And then we were thinking to ourselves, well, we wanted to do vinyl this time. And 7 tracks on a vinyl basically technically constitutes an LP. So anyway, we just thought, oh, sod it, right? Maybe now's the time. We've got all these songs. As we were sort of joking about before, one thing we do is write a lot. So we were like, let's get these songs out. We headed into the studio, I think, with 9 songs. And then we came out with 11. It just kept growing and growing. We couldn't really stop, to be honest with you. So 11-track album, man. So we're excited.
Can't wait to hear it.
I
did. You did give me a little. You might not remember this, but you did give me a little preview actually over the weekend.
I do actually remember.
Yeah,
just
good job you remember, because I don't. Not because
as well.
No, it sounded incredible. Really excited. I'm sure everyone is to hear. It's really interesting how you always keep, as a band, you guys always keep sort of progressing and developing. A lot of people, it's very easy to just stick with what they do, and if it works, it works. But it's really inspiring that you just really carry on moving forward, like you say, with the festival, with a new album, with this year's festival, and everything that goes with it. It's a lot of work. So yeah. I doff my cap.
I think that's off though. It's kind of go big or go home. So
well, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This is it. This has got to be the year. Yeah, this is the year for all of us, we hope. I'm sure it will be.
Everyone's chomping at the bit, aren't they, after the last 2? Everyone's chomping at the bit. Like, so many bands are feeling the same way that we are, And it's a good time. It's a really exciting time, because I know it's all been a bit crazy with all the music platforms, and we won't get into that debate today. But there's a lot of stuff just sort of festering under the surface that's ready to explode, I think.
I think so. I think there's a real acceptance now, probably partly due to the pandemic as well, about how screwed artists actually are, and how important it is to actually support, encourage, and support them essentially. So it is an exciting time for the independent sector, I think.
I think people really missed it as well. Like it was quite funny because when we were allowed to rehearse, I think rehearsal studios were allowed to open. So this is obviously back in 2020, it would have been in that summer. I remember we were loading up the car and a couple of people walked past and kind of gave us a little chear because they could see musicians loading their instruments into a car.
Yeah.
They were like,
well, it's so important. It's so important for everyone. And I think there is a real awareness as well of how important it is to support artists as well directly, which is really exciting for everything we're all working on. So that's great. So so new album's Gameplay, that's coming out towards the end of the year. And then the first single release, as I mentioned, is 4th of March at Purple Turtle, which will be a great night. Oh, supported by Nicky Booty as well. BBC producer. And then the LODDFEST takeover shows, which we'll post the dates, and I'm sure you guys will be posting the dates for them imminently. And then leading up, obviously, to the big hometown show at the end of the year. Back at the Turtle, maybe a couple of London gigs in between. So it's going to be a busy time, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's going to be one hell of a year.
We're just going to hop between the two, I think, Reading and London, and then just probably a couple of other cities in and around the area. I reckon. But,
I think one thing we're starting to put together as well is a little record store tour, so where we'll play an acoustic, sort of semi-acoustic, stripped back kind of set. Just to flog vinyl, to be honest with you, but it's as you probably know, there's so many amazing independent record stores. So we
100%,
later on in the year. And
that's a mega idea. It's obviously it's kind of what we did. Well, it is what we did at the Beyond the Download, obviously in Wokingham with the strip back thing. It's a great way to reach local fans and local communities, and obviously sell vinyl. Because I don't know if we can mention it, but I think you might be working on a distribution deal as well.
I mean, it's all it's what's the word? It's sort of humble beginnings and all that, but we're really excited about it, just to kind of just to get your CDs. I didn't know CDs were still a thing, but apparently they are. To get CDs and vinyl into some local stores and stuff.
Yeah.
Going to be phenomenal.
Amazing. So loads going on, and then just to top it off, the old cherry on the cake. I think you just won an award as well for best band.
Oh yeah. I should have brought
Congratulations.
it in, I didn't. Yeah,
it's on the mantelpiece.
Literally, it's on the mantelpiece. We had Christian
So
over.
where's the award? Where did that come from? What's the deal with that?
It was best band for 2021 from Radio Wigwam.
Yeah,
which we were absolutely chuffed. They're just amazing. Those guys. It's a wicked station, and we had a few beers with Christian the other night. And he popped around actually, and he was utterly chuffed to see it on the mantelpiece as well.
It's a beautiful award.
Yeah,
should explain actually. Christian John is one of the co-founders of Radio Wigwam. So
yes,
they were like 60 originally.
Well, I mean, obviously, well deserved. Congratulations on that. I'm sure there'll be plenty more awards for that mantelpiece coming your way.
Yeah.
Jamma Award, maybe.
Yeah. Well, lovely to speak to you guys. Just wrapping it up. Obviously, you can check Third Lung out over at Jamma. Just search for Third Lung. And then if people want to hit your socials, guys, or website, what's the best way to do that?
What is the best way to do that? It's all so Twitter is Third Lung UK at Third Lung UK. Instagram is at Third Lung Band, and just type Third Lung into Facebook, you'll find us. I don't have all of the handles to hand, but yeah.
Great. And I think we'll be launching a web page together soon, detailing all of the lovely stuff you've got going on this year, which will be a nice way for fans to sort of follow the journey. So I guess we'll get that link out as soon as it's ready as well.
Absolutely, awesome. Man. Can't wait.
Lovely. All right, guys. Well, it's great to see you.
Cheers, Nat.
Cheers, Nat.
Take care, and keep jamming.